Today on the channel, it's a family affair with Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock, Gobo, and Uncle Traveling Matt.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Fraggle Rock Boss Fight Studios unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Gobo, we got Uncle Traveling Matt. But for all your Fraggle Rock needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15%. 15%! I picked up my Fraggles over there at Jay's Toys and Games. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to start off with Gobo. Is he the star of the show or is it Red? I don't know. I think it's between those two, though. He is the leader of the Fraggles, at least in my brain when I was a kid. And there he is in the unified packaging here. Of course, we've seen it before. We'll see it again. We know it. We love it. We want some more of it. Gobo, from the new series Back to the Rock, which I've never watched one episode of. Fraggle Rock at the top, Boss Fight Studios. Checklist on the side, unboxing all these Fraggles on the channel. On the side, a little song and dance man, like a young Kyle. That's what he is right there on the side, looking good. Eating up on these. You 7-year-olds, you can't handle these Fraggles. On the back, quite the tale of the tape, quite the blurb here for old Gobo. Let's see what it says about our favorite guitarist, of course. Gobo is a guitar-playing musical Fraggle, a born leader and an explorer, but he doesn't play an explorer, so it's an interesting plot twist there. Following in the footsteps of his uncle Traveling Matt, his adventures take him through the caves and tunnels of Fraggle Rock, even into outer space, dangerous this time of year, to retrieve mail from his uncle. While Matt usually travels alone, Gobo likes to take his friends along, especially his best buddy, Wembley. All Gobo and Wembley, just two friends having a friend time, of course. Ready to go, ready to rock and roll, ready to strut and stroll. See you later, goodbye. Oh, baggies. Baggies for days. How about those Fraggles giving us all these baggies from Boss Fight? It's a wild move. It's a power move, dare I say it here. Man, hard to get unboxed even, or uncorked, or whatever you want to call it with these baggies. See you later. Baggies off to the side, and oh my gosh. Look at this. We get a radish. How about that? Of course, Fraggles love radishes. I told the story in one of these Fraggle unboxings. My love for radishes as well. Good eating. Good eating is what those radishes are. We do get an extra hand here. We got a little traveling postcard from Uncle Traveling Matt. It looks like he went to Mount Everest. Who knows what he's up to, but an extra hand right there. Of course, we do got the guitar, or is it a banjo? I don't know what this is. It's definitely a crude instrument, but it's a guitar. And we got that going on there once again in the baggie here. And then we do got the second head, and I do need to get this head out of the package, of course. There we go. See you later off to the side. Goodbye. Just making a mess daily over here. Looking good in the cardboard prison, the rock prison. I don't know what you want to call this thing. You could use these for decor, though. That's for sure. Oh, there we go. Clipping through the ties. Getting everything ready to go. We're about ready to head back to the rock. That's what we're ready to do. See you later, goodbye. See you later, goodbye. Up and out of the garbage can, huh? That's how it goes. That's how the old cookie crumbles from time to time. But let's dive into old Gobo here. And let's start with the last accessory. He's got a little crude lantern, I guess we'll call it. He's lighting the way through the caves. He's got a stick all attached to it. Got to have him holding this. I'm going to have him hold this and a guitar. He's ready to go. After all, Gobo is just a song and dance man, as we know. But now it's time to dive into Gobo and see what all the Gobo fuss is all about right here. We're going to start with the head sculpt here. He's got that pink spiky hair looking pretty good on here. Got a happy face, got the mouth open, got that pink tongue going on. Once again, very Kermit the Frog-like. I always think in the face on these guys. Obviously different skin tone color on him. Nice purple hair, though. Very nice and bright. Now the second head, once again, he's got the mouth closed. He's got his eyes kind of crazy. I'm not sure what to think of this head over here. I don't think I'll be using this one. Got a bit of a hat on there, a stocking hat, I guess we'll call it. Like a young hippie. Oh, yeah, it looks like he's going down to Haight-Ashbury is what he looks like he's getting ready to do. Looking good there, but I'm going to keep it with this head, I believe is the way I'm going to go. He does got a vest going on. He's got another couple of Uncle Traveling Matt stuff going on in his pockets there. He's just an adventurer at the end of the day. Got a nice shirt on here with some stripage going there. It's the pink and yellow attack, I guess we'll call it. Got a little tie around the neck. Rocking the turtleneck once again, Todd McFarlane. I know you're a big fan of the turtlenecks out there. And then like a lot of other Fraggles and a lot of other characters, of course, got the shirt on, got the coat on, but once again, no pants. No pants needed here for Gobo. And of course, he's very hairy down here. Lucky he's growing that hair out to cover up, of course. Don't need any indecent Fraggles here as well. You do got the tail on the Fraggle here, nice furred there. Of course, the tail matches the hair in the back, nice pink color on that. Articulation on the tail, back forth, side to side. Now, his articulation on his arms are a little bit wonky. I can feel it right out of the package. You do get the arms around side to side. Just don't get the bend. He's kind of in a permanent splayed out position is what he is in. Very small joints on him. I think I might have to heat this one up. He's not getting the bend I want out of the elbows on here. And it is a very small pin. And I would hate to break it, but I do wish we had a better range of movement on the arm, especially up there on the shoulders. You just permanently kind of riding the wave right there. And I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't. But his hands back and forth removable. He only has one extra hand, so we'll probably put that in there. We'll see what happens. But I do wish I could get some more movement out of that elbow. I guess I'll just have to heat it up and hope for the best. Now the legs, you get a little bit of splits, not a lot to write home about. Legs don't really go up. They don't really do a whole lot. Knees totally locked in there. You can see the paint over the joint. So once again, you're probably going to have to heat this one up, it looks like. Getting no movement out of the elbows on this one. None at all. So your mileage may vary. We always say that here on the channel. Always hate it too when you move the joints and you can see just the paint coming off when you move the joints. And that's what we got going on here on the ankles as well. Yeah, it's the way it goes. It's the way the old cookie crumbles, I guess we'll say. Side to side, back and forth on the joints down there. 2023, the Jim Henson Company, it does say down below as well. So a little older figure, a couple years old at this point here. Does he fit on a ringside stand? Gobo, is your hole deep enough? Did you dig a deep enough hole right there? Could Wembley help you? I don't know. Not going to fit. Not going to fit on a stand either. So Gobo, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Not quite as good as Red out of the package, I don't think. Might have to heat him up and just hope for the best. But as I always say on the channel, your mileage may vary. This is just one of many that were made, as we do know. But there's old Gobo, the leader of the Fraggles. In my estimation, he is. But a character I always enjoyed was Uncle Traveling Matt. Oh, everybody wants an Uncle Traveling Matt right here. Telling you tales from the road, of course. Uniform packaging here. Glamour shot over there. Cross-sell once again. Uncle Traveling Matt looking like he's going on a safari. Looks like a guy that's got a story to tell. On the back, we do got some glamour shots. We do got the blurb. Let's see what it says about Uncle Traveling Matt. Uncle Traveling Matt is Gobo Fraggle's uncle and a usually brave explorer who ventures out into the strange and uncharted realms of outer space. Home of the silly creatures. Throughout his travels, he sends back silly creature artifacts for the good of Fraggle Rock and postcards to Gobo, in which he tells the tale of his adventures within our world, though he may exaggerate just a little bit. And you got to add a little extra spice on a story from time to time. You definitely do. And I'm sure that's what Uncle Traveling Matt's up to as well. See you later, Uncle Traveling Matt to outer space, of course. Plastic prison. He's got a skateboard like a young Bart Simpson. That's what he is. A young Bart Simpson. But we do got twist ties. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, and there is no 4. So there you go. Take it for what it is. Uncle Traveling Matt out of the package. Skateboard out of the package. Uh-oh, dropping stuff. Watch out. See you later. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, knocking stuff over. Never a good day at the office. See you later. Goodbye. Look at all this stuff in the baggies here. Once again, a big baggie headed to Fraggle Rock with all these. My goodness. Uncle Traveling Matt not messing around at all. He's got all kinds of stuff. We got a nice backpack in here. Got the little blanket up there at the top. He's ready. He's ready for a long trip, no doubt about it. We do got a little tennis ball action here, of course. Use this with Sprocket possibly there. So we got a tennis ball. What else we got going on here? Oh, we got a little pen. Everything gets its own baggie. We got a little pen here so we can draw and write a message to Gobo, of course. If you're a real explorer, you got a walking stick. You got to have a walking stick like this. Full-on wood walking stick, looking pretty good, all things considered as well. You got a little notebook. Of course, that makes sense. He's going to write all of his stories down, share it with Gobo. So we got that. We get some extra hands, splayed out hands out of the package. Then we got 2 gripping hands over here. Choose your own hand adventure. You guys know that drill. Then we get his hat. He's got the safari hat. He is an adventurer after all. Got the little safari hat. You got to have that on Uncle Travelin' Matt. Always want to call him Uncle Travelin' Hat, but it is Uncle Travelin' Matt, as we do know. And then we do get the head. I'm going to pull this one out of the baggie, of course. See what's going on here. See what's doing. And we're going to dive into it here. Of course, you got the skateboard. Wheels actually work. Very squeaky wheels as well. You can see that. Red and black attack. Got the peg stand on here. A nice skateboard. I'm here for that. Uncle Travelin' Matt on a skateboard. You better be careful he doesn't break a hip. That's all I know there. But now we're going to dive into the head sculpts here for Uncle Travelin' Matt. And oh my goodness. Right out of the package. He's an older Fraggle, of course. Got a lot of crazy, wild gray hairs off to the side. He's got the old Arn Anderson horseshoe up there at the top, looking good. Got very bushy eyebrows there. Some big old push brooms there. Some loving eyes. Some loving traveling eyes there. And he's got his tongue showing here on the face. Got, I guess, is that nose hair coming out of there, or is that a mustache? I guess news at 11. We're not exactly sure. Second head here, it looks like he got into some magic mushrooms or something on the road because he looks absolutely wild. He looks like he's seen a ghost. He's seen something he doesn't want to see is what he looks like here. Now, the hat does plug into the back of the head. There is a peg in the hat. You got to have the hat on Uncle Travelin' Matt, of course. Diving into the rest of the figure here, he does got a scarf, or is it an ascot? Scarf. Okay, we'll go scarf here. Keep you cold, keep you warm on those cold space nights, I guess is what that would be for. Looks like we got a hole in the back for the backpack, G.I. Joe style. So we got a little hole in the back of the vest. I guess it is a full-on jacket here. We'll say right off the bat, the articulation on the elbows, extremely nice on this one. Where Gobo had some struggles, Uncle Travelin' Matt, no issues. Very nice as far as that goes. A little bit of paint coming off, but nothing too bad on that one. I guess since we're doing articulation, shoulders all the way around, of course, single jointed elbow, side to side, hands removable, head removable, back forth, side to side. Waist articulation is there. A little bit of leg movement, pretty much non-existent there as far as that goes. You do get ankles, a little bit of movement there. So a little bit light on the ankle and lower half articulation. He does got the old Fraggle tail going on there. Almost looks like a cat's tail if you ask me. Nice tan outfit. He's got the tan shorts, got a brown belt going on. Got those high socks like a grandpa would wear, of course. And then he's got some nice hiking boots here ready to go. And his shoes nice and tied. You know he knows how to tie those shoes. I guess he would probably fit on a stand, but who needs a stand when you got a skateboard? That's what I always say. So he does got a skateboard he can hop on. He could be traveling in style throughout outer space and Fraggle Rock, of course, on his skateboard there. Gobo and Uncle Travelin' Matt, it is a family reunion. Thanks to Boss Fight Studios and Fraggle Rock Back to the Rock. 2 fun figures, 2 must-haves if you're collecting the Fraggles, that's for sure. These are 2 key characters for me, at least in my Fraggle Rock remembrance from when I was a little kid. But not a bad piece of business here. Gobo looks good. Have to have a date with the hairdryer. Hopefully that takes care of some of his issues, but you might be careful on all figures, but especially Gobo here, messing around with the joints. But that is it. That's Uncle Travelin' Matt. That is Gobo. What's your thoughts on these 2? Worth the pickup for you? Easy pass, hard pass, no game, long game? I'm confused game. I get it. Let me know in the comments down below. Check out Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. 2 channels going every single day on YouTube with videos every single day. Even more content over there. Early access to everything, including my brand new podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Check out the Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships. Support the channel. Appreciate all the support out there. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. So for another Fraggle Rock unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?